Wow, that was awesome. And thank you, ladies, for bringing us that new segment. And we definitely look forward to the many things that Faith is going to bring coming out of the Hampton Roads area. Speaking of coming out of the Hampton Roads area, our next guest, their careers have blossomed starting right here in the 757. So I'd like to welcome professional comedian Kristen Sivills Tanner and her husband, J. Rod Tanner, musician as well as a radio personality. How are y'all doing?
Good. Dang, I only got one title.
That's the only title you need. You bring the laughs, right?
I try.
Now, Kristen, you've had an opportunity to work with a bunch of mainstream superstar personalities, but recently you actually went on tour with the gossip queen Wendy Williams.
I did.
Did you get any dirt on her?
No, I didn't. And also, I don't want her to see this and offer me another job. It was really fun though. We only did one date. And then the tour kind of got canceled, but it was super cool.
Okay. All right. Now, Jay, you're not a professional comedian, right? But how you two met was very interesting. You surprised Kristen. You used the comedy platform. Can you briefly tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, for our engagement, I told her I was going to be doing some stand-up comedy. Invited all her friends and family out, and I think I did pretty well. But ultimately, the only thing I was looking for was a yes. She gave me that, and yeah, it was cool.
I told him if he sucked at comedy, then I couldn't come back to that club anymore.
Well, clearly she said yes, because I know that's a huge fear. If you expose yourself and you become vulnerable, and then all of a sudden people, no.
And embarrassing me on top of that, no.
Well, Kristen, because of COVID, live stand-up performances, obviously, I can attest to it as well, non-existent pretty much since March. But you found an interesting way to cope because you bake cookies and other goodies, but you also do hair and all that stuff on the side. So talk about this baking thing.
Well, I am a Black woman, so of course I do hair and cook. I've been baking cookies. I've been baking cookies to sell because, cookies are different. They're easy. I got kids. It's terrible because my husband's on keto. So
gained so much weight.
Yeah. But it's been going well. It's something I've always loved to do. And if I can do something creative right now, I'm all for it.
You know good and well it ain't about being creative. It's about getting paid. We try to get a little bit of extra.
That as well. We are in a pandemic, so yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to spawn so many more jokes and things that you have, and you also get your daughter involved. Now, for the both of you, because of how you met, you ended up, before you got married, Kristen got pregnant, and then you actually ended up with twins. Who could have foreseen that? But then you created this podcast, right? And the podcast kind of mirrored how your relationship got started. It's called And Then We Had Sex, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that podcast and the creation of it.
I didn't know if you could even say that right now. It's called And Then We Had Sex, but it's really kind of a play on words because it can mean anything. To us specifically, it's like after we had sex, we immediately were together every day. We got pre-married. I got pregnant with twins. We got pre-married. And then we had an actual wedding. Everything that happened to us happened after that. So it's kind of that. It's comedy, but it's very adults only. Very much.
Absolutely. It is definitely for adults only. But the fact that you both, Jay, I know that you come from New York and you moved down here and you've been on the radio, I believe, Blazing Hot 91 as a radio personality. Kristen, your career started about 10 years ago here in the 757. And it's just been pretty cool to see, just you blossoming. You were young then. You had the little afro and everything.
Ooh, I didn't have babies then. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is y'all's podcast, and I know that it's available where?
It's available on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google Play, literally everything. And we're starting a YouTube channel as well. So
yeah.
And Instagram, follow us on and Then We Had Sex. We're doing a lot of media there too. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, we see your contact information, but real quick, my other co-host Ashley just had a baby, but do you have any advice for parents with twins? Y'all have never had twins before.
Seldom.
At least one, because you got one. If you
one.
miss one, the other one looked the same. Just look at him again. I don't know. Have a schedule for yourself and for your kids. That's it. You know, Quincy.
Well, no, I don't, because I don't have twins. But you know what? No, we do appreciate y'all being a part of the show today, and thank you, and continue to make Hampton Roads the 757 proud by producing good products and good content for everybody. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.